Over the weekend, Iran sent several bombs, missiles, and drones on Israeli land, resulting in several injuries.
There's some exciting news coming from John Ball Zoo. They are currently hosting their Lantern Festival that will go on for a few more weeks. We have everything you need to know.
And the PNN is starting to get our new team up and running for next school year, and applications are now open for those of you who are interested.
All of this and more on Pegasi News Network.
This is PNN.
Good morning, I'm Tanya Patel.
And I am Krishna Mano. Our first story this morning brings us halfway across the world to the Middle East, where Iran directly launched attacks on Israel. Many nations are now wondering how the Israeli government will respond and whether or not the situation will escalate.
Joining us now with more information on this is our global national correspondent, Sam.
On Saturday, April 13th, the Islamic Republic of Iran launched a massive air attack on the state of Israel. It was conducted in response to the killing of an IRGC commander in Syria. It marked the first time that Iran has attacked Israeli soil. Over 350 weapons were launched at Israel, with a reported 99% being downed by aerial defenses. A strong coalition of nations participated in the interception of weapons launched by Iran. Among the countries were the U.S. and Jordan. The incoming threats that made it through air defenses reportedly caused minor damages, with one young child injured in the attack. Israel has vowed to respond to the unprecedented attack at the time of their choosing. Upon threats of a response to the attack, Iran has stated that they will respond immediately to any retaliation from Israel. By the time this airs, there will undoubtedly be new information on the tensions in the Middle East, so I urge you to do your own research on this situation.
Thank you, Sam. The John Ball Zoo is hosting their Lantern Festival this year, and we have all the information you need.
Joining us now with more information on this is our student correspondents, Leah and Evie.
Thanks, Tanya. I'm Eveline Shi.
And I'm Leah Lynn.
The Grand Rapids Lantern Festival is currently taking place at John Ball Zoo.
It is from April 10th to June 16th, from 7:30 p.m. to 11:30 p.m., and features handcrafted Asian lantern displays that will illuminate the zoo.
It tells a story of wildlife and Asian culture through sparkling lights, disco balls, and elements that move and spin.
General admission for Wednesday and Thursday is $22 for non-members and $19 for members. Friday, Saturday, and Sunday is $24 for non-members and $21 for members.
Purchasing tickets online ahead of time is recommended to ensure an available ticket at your preferred entry time. Tickets can be purchased on-site if entry time capacity is still available.
The ticket booth is open every night that the Lantern Festival runs, from 7:30 p.m. to 10:30 p.m., so make sure you get there before then.
Sweet.
Thank you, Leah and Evie, but we're at that time of the show again. It's time for the rundown.
As always, we'll have 1 minute to report as many stories as possible.
60 seconds on the clock, and go.
Former President Trump is currently on trial in New York City for hush money case that he denies having any involvement in. As one of the most important and highly covered cases in the recent years, both sides' lawyers have struggled to find impartial jurors to decide on the verdict.
Iowa women's college basketball star Caitlin Clark was officially selected by the Indiana Fever as the top draft. Meanwhile, six-time All-Star NBA player Blake Griffin officially announced his retirement after playing for 13 seasons.
A 92-year-old Whitney Herzog, a Hall of Fame Cardinals manager, passed away earlier this week. He is best known for helping his team win the World Series, promoting his own style of playing ball, combining speed, defense, and pitching.
Federal Reserve Chair Jerome Powell said that interest rates will most likely stay at their high levels of 5.5% due to persistent inflation in America.
President Joe Biden made a campaign stop in his hometown of Scranton, Pennsylvania, where he talked about infrastructure bills that boosted the American economy during his term.
O.J. Simpson, a running back for the Buffalo Bills for 11 NFL seasons, died last week. He was well known for his trial and controversial acquittal for the murders of his ex-wife and her friend in 1994.
And now let's enter the world of sports in our next segment, the Sports Report with Sam and Ari Ostro.
Welcome back to the Sports Report with the Ostro Brothers. I'm Ari.
And I'm Sam.
We have a lot to cover this week.
The WNBA draft,
The NHL playoffs.
but we'll start with the WNBA draft. On Monday evening, the Indiana Fever drafted Caitlin Clark with the first overall pick in the WNBA draft. Clark is widely considered a generational talent.
and was the best women's player in college basketball history.
This is true.
Yeah.
She's a game changer and can easily change the trajectory of the Fever this upcoming season.
The WNBA season begins on May 14th, and the Fever play their first game that night.
Now, should we move on to the playoffs?
I think so. Now looking ahead to the NHL playoffs. At this time, we don't know the final teams in the playoffs, but we can definitely see what the playoff picture looks like.
That is true.
Yeah.
In the Eastern Conference, the New York Rangers won the President's Trophy, the best team in the NHL during the regular season.
Yeah.
And as such, earned the top seed in the Eastern Conference side of the playoffs.
Yeah. And the Dallas Stars will clinch the top seed in the Western Conference with a Vancouver Canucks loss in either of their last two games, or win on Wednesday night against the St. Louis Blues.
All in all, it is shaping up to be a great playoff picture
it
this
is.
year. Who are you thinking?
I think the Stars, they're going to pull it
You
off.
think the Stars?
Yeah, they lost a couple years ago in the final. They're getting better and better. I think the Stars are going to win.
I don't know. I'm taking the Edmonton Oilers and Connor McDavid. Hasn't won it yet, but is easily the best player in the NHL this year, last year, and the year before. And this is his year to win the championship.
Okay, have fun with that prediction. That's
Anyways, we'll see you next week.
it. See you next week.
And now for a quick ad break.
Yeah.
That's the way every day goes. Every time we've no control. If the sky is pink and white, if the ground is black.
Hi guys, welcome to an incredibly special interview that I've never had in my life. This is a very special interview. Gonna have a very special guest, and that guest is me. Yeah, so you heard that right. This interview is gonna be with myself actually, because this is my last interview of the year. Well, ever. Actually, this is my last video that I'm gonna be in for PNN, or with PNN at all. I am leaving after this. At the beginning of PNN, when we first started this whole thing with Carson, I asked myself one question that I would ask myself, that I plan to ask myself for my final interview, and that was, are you happy? That was the one question that I wanted to ask myself after the fact of PNN. And so, here I am, asking myself, am I happy? And you know what? Yeah, I'm pretty happy. Honestly, there were things that I definitely could have done better. There are things that I could have changed, and if I were to do it over again, there's this and that I would redo. But, in the end, it's made me a better person than I thought I'd be. There were tough times. There were times I thought that, man, why do I even do this? Why do I bother even making these videos for you? But in the end, I'm pretty happy with myself and how far PNN has come and how much people like it. Thank you guys so much for watching PNN. This is basically like a passion project. I hope I could make some of you guys laugh with my interviews, or learn something interesting. I hope it was interesting. But thanks to everyone who watched, who liked it, who was engaged with it. Thanks to everyone, and as always, smile every chance you get.
Hey guys, welcome back to the Fun Noise.
Welcome everyone back to the fun segment. Today we'll be interviewing some potential replacements for us.
That's right, because we're going to be graduating and leaving this school. Speaking of which, I'm going to leave now because it's not my responsibility to be here anymore.
Yep, he is heading off to UCLA. Very prominent school.
What? Don't slander me. It's Princeton.
My bad. He's going to Princeton. Alright, can you recite your names for me?
My name is Ari Ostro.
I am Darnik Patel.
Hello, can you state your names for me?
Leah. Evie.
Could you tell me why you're interested in the fun segment?
It's funny.
I can contribute in PNN.
I'm good at laughing. I'm not. We balance each other out, Checks and balances.
I wasn't interested in that.
Oh.
Out of all the videos you've seen, which do you think is the funniest fun segment you've seen?
You don't know how to ride a bike.
The Darth Vader one.
Now, let's say you were stuck on a deserted island. and one of you had to tell a joke to get out to a genie, who would you choose to tell the joke?
Evie.
Yeah. You just start laughing at the genie, which is crack on.
You think you could tell a joke with a straight face? Out of Richard and Efren, who's funnier?
Richard.
Richard.
Neither.
All right, you guys can leave. So they were pretty interesting to talk to. I feel like their final question just gave the vibe that they don't really understand what the fun segment's about. You know, like Richard's a great guy, but like...
Those are some good candidates if I do say so myself, but if Efren doesn't agree, there's nothing we can do about it.
And if you all want to prove yourselves better than them for any open position on the PNN, definitely consider applying.
Make sure to follow us on Instagram for updates, discussions, and community engagement at Pegasi News Network.
We'll see you all next week at the same time on the same projector, but until then, smile every chance you get.
Baby, just one more dance. I need you right now before you go. My mind's stuck in the wasteland. I feel numb, feel dumb, baby, let's make plans, yeah. I fell in love at the first glance. Take you by the hand, what's a party with romance? Baby, if you're giving me a chance.